Hey everyone, recently one of our subscribers Nitish Kumar cracked Java developer interview at Cognizant. He has basically shared everything with me. So he is a fresher. Cognizant came to their campus. They were first aptitude round, then technical round. So here I'll discuss his technical round only. And guys, if you want to share your interview experience, then fill the form below in the description and please make sure to subscribe to see such real interview experience. So now let's get started. First interviewer started with introduction, then he asked about difference between ArrayList and LinkedList. So ArrayList uses dynamic array to store elements, so it provides fast access using index but slow insertions and deletions in the middle, whereas LinkedList uses a doubly linked list making insertion and deletion faster but random access slower. ArrayList is preferred for read heavy operations, whereas LinkedList suits frequent insertions and removals. Then guys, interviewer asked which is faster for insertion in the middle and why. So LinkedList is faster for insertion in the middle because it only needs to update node pointers, whereas ArrayList is slower since it has to shift all the elements after the insertion index to create space. So when frequent middle insertions are needed, LinkedList performs better. Then they ask why does ArrayList have O1 get method but LinkedList has O1. So ArrayList provides O1 gets because it stores elements in a continuous memory array, so we can directly access any index, whereas LinkedList has O1 get method because it stores element as nodes and we must traverse from beginning or end to reach the required position. Then guys, interviewer asks about the default size of ArrayList. How does it grow? So by default an ArrayList starts with an initial capacity of 10. When the first element is added, when it becomes full, it automatically grows by increasing its size by about 50% of the current capacity. The resizing involves creating a new array and copying existing elements. Then he asked what happens when ArrayList is full. So when an ArrayList becomes full, it automatically resizes itself internally. It creates a new array with a larger capacity, usually around 1.5 times the current size. Then it copies all the existing elements into the new array, which is why resizing is an expensive operation. Then interviewer asks, can we store primitive types in ArrayList? So answer is no, we cannot store primitive types directly in an ArrayList because it works only with objects. Instead, Java uses wrapper classes like integer, double and character. Through autoboxing, Java automatically converts primitive values into their corresponding wrapper objects when we add them to an array list. Then they ask why do we override equals and hashcode method. So this is very important question. So override equals and hashcode to define how objects should be compared logically, not by memory references. Okay, this is very important when using collections like HashMap or HashSet. If both methods are not consistent, duplicate objects may be stored or lookup may fail. Then interviewer asks what happens if hash code is same but equals is false. So if two objects have the same hash code but equals return false, both objects are stored in the same hash bucket. HashMap then uses equals to differentiate them. This situation is called a hash collision. It does not break functionality, but it can reduce performance if collisions increases. And before moving to the next question, guys, I would like to share one important thing with you. Actually, Nitin prepared from our interview preparation kit. So let me tell you, this kit has four main parts. First is complete interview preparation material. It is a step-by-step material made by me, expert and MNC's interviewers. 99% of the questions asked in interviews are covered in it. Second is two real enterprise client projects. Code and video recorded sessions are there and you can add this in your resume. Third is lifetime chat support. Here you can ask your doubts anytime. Fourth is referral support. Here we help you to get referred to the top MNCs. So basically this material is organized as per your experience level and covers Java, Spring Boot, Spring Security, Spring Data JPA, microservices, Kafka, Maven, Git, coding questions, Stream API coding questions and many more. You can buy just the complete interview preparation material or the full kit with project support and referrals. I have added the links in the description below. So now moving to our interview experience. So guys, then interviewer asks what happens if equals is true but hash code is different. If equals returns true but hash code is different, HashMap treats both objects as a different keys. They go into the different buckets, so duplicates get stored. This breaks the HashMap contract and causes lookup failures because HashMap first checks hash code and may never call equal method. Then interviewer asks about what's the difference between error and exception. So error and exception both represent problems, but they are different. Errors are serious issues like out of memory error that an application cannot recover from, whereas exceptions are problems that can be handled using try and catch block, such as null pointer exception, IO exceptions, and allowing the application to continue running. Then interviewer asks about what are OOPS pillars. So OOP is built on four main pillars: encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, and abstraction. Encapsulation protects data inheritance, promotes code reuse, whereas polymorphism allows multiple behaviors and abstraction hides implementation detail. Together, these concepts help us write clean, flexible, and maintainable object-oriented code. Then interviewer asks about abstract class and where do we use it in a project. So an abstract class is a class that cannot be instantiated and may contain abstract and non-abstract methods. We use it in a projects when we want to share common logic and fields across related classes while forcing child classes to implement specific behaviors. Then interviewer asks about what is an interface and functional interfaces and also give an example of functional interface. So this is very important question. So an interface defines a contract by declaring methods that a class must implement. A functional interface is a special interface with only one abstract method, mainly used with the lambda expression. For example, runnable is a functional interface used to define a task for a thread. Then interviewer asked to explain about constructor and also tell me, can we override constructor? So this is also important question. So a constructor is a special method used to initialize an object. When it's created, it has the same name as the same class and no return type. Constructors cannot be overridden because they are not inherited, because they can be overloaded to create objects in different ways. Then interviewer asks to write any sample code for encapsulation. So I will add the solution of this in the description. Then he asks to explain encapsulation and inheritance. So encapsulation is about hiding data and exposing it through controlled methods like using private fields with getters and setters, whereas inheritance is about reusing code by allowing one class to acquire properties and behavior of another class. Encapsulation improves security, whereas inheritance improves code reuse and extensibility. Then he asked to explain what is wrapper class and its uses. So wrapper classes in Java are used to convert primitive data types into objects. Examples are integer, double, and boolean. We use them because collections work only with objects and they also provide useful utility methods. Autoboxing and unboxing make conversion between primitives and objects easy. Then he asked a pattern question you could see in the screen. I will add the solution of this as well in the description. Then they asked about most common SQL commands. So the most common SQL commands are select to read data, insert to add records, update to modify data, and delete to remove the data. We also use create, alter, and drop to manage tables, and where, join, and group by to filter and organize query results. Then interviewer asks about commit versus rollback. So commit and rollback are used in database transactions. Commit saves all changes permanently to the database when everything works fine, whereas rollback undoes all changes if something goes wrong, bringing the data back to its previous consistent state. This helps maintain data integrity and reliability. Then they ask about asset properties and where they are useful. So asset properties ensure reliable database transaction. So atomicity guarantees all or nothing execution. Consistency keeps data valid. Isolation prevents interference between transactions, and durability ensures data is saved permanently. These properties are very useful in critical systems like banking, payment, and order processing, where data accuracy and reliability are mandatory. Then interviewer asked to write a query to get top 5 employees with a salary above 1 lakh and age above 40. So guys, this is all about Cognizant fresher interview experience, and please make sure to check the interview preparation kit. Thank you. Bye bye.